Alright, so this is the 4020 and it's still set up for 24 volt. So we had trouble with it because the starter would not disengage. And so we took it in to have an electrical shop here in town, and they worked on it a little bit. And I think he said that this little stopper was part of the issue why it wouldn't disengage from the flywheel. So we have it tore apart. We got the new starter back, or the same starter but rebuilt back, and we're gonna put it back together. So there's 3 bolts on here that hold it on, and then we got all the wiring we gotta hook back up. But the hardest one is to get to this bolt at the very back right here. So we've got some weird extensions and stuff on and swivels on our ratchet to get back there. And it was, I think, about 80 bucks to rebuild the starter. And I looked at a new one from John Deere was almost like right around 400 bucks. So hopefully this one lasts for a little bit longer, and we'll make it work. Okay, so this is the ratchet we're using, and it just has a 9/16 swivel on it. So they're 3/8 bolts, so the 9/16 socket is what fits them. And then we are able to get in behind there. We have a gear wrench set up here that works for that. So. You actually don't want to put it all the way on. You don't want to tighten them all the way up. So then the starter can slide out so you can get the ratchet all the way in there. Otherwise, if you tighten them all the way down, we won't be able to get the socket on the very back one. So we're just going to get them all started. Okay, so we got the one in the very back started. So we're going to tighten that one up, and then the rest of them, the front 2 we can get to easily. So we're just going to tighten up that very back one first. And then we'll do the other ones next. It's kind of a challenge to get a socket back there. Alright, so Connor's putting one of the last bolts on there. That's the top post there. We got that one hooked up, and then we got 2 more. Yeah, that's good, bud. So we got 2 more little wires to go on, and then we'll be all set. So we'll have her all hooked up. All right, so we got her all put back together. It's all wired up, and everything's plugged back in the way it's supposed to be. Got wires there. Connor helped me get her all hooked up. So we're all put back together. We tightened the one in the back first, and then we did the front 2. We had to use the open end part of the wrench. So all in all, it took maybe a half hour to put it all back together.
Didn't take very long at all.
No, so we got her all back together, and we're just gonna check it and see if it turns over. We're gonna actually put a new switch on it too, because that's what's causing trouble. So if we hit it, hopefully it turns over. Yep. So the starter's working, and we're gonna put a new push button on next, which is real simple here. So that was intermittently working before, and I'm thinking that maybe that might have kept the starter engaged and might have caused some of the damage to the starter. Was probably that switch there. So while we're working on her, we're gonna put a new switch on it.